Welcome back to Upfront. For almost 20 years, Wisconsin has had a moratorium on sulfide mining for mineral deposits like copper, zinc, and silver. The concern was over acid drainage polluting groundwater and surface water. But some Republican lawmakers say sulfide mining can now be done safely, and they want mining again in northern Wisconsin. Mike Goucher sat down with Senator Tom Tiffany of Hazelhurst last week to discuss his bill to lift that moratorium.
Let's talk about why you think this mining moratorium needs to be repealed.
We have a tremendous asset in northern Wisconsin, and most people don't know about it. It's referred to as a greenstone belt. If you follow Highway 8, for people that know Highway 8 in far northern Wisconsin, you take that from Ladysmith over to Michigan, and we have an incredible endowment with non-ferrous minerals, gold, silver, copper, zinc. And I think now is the time for us to tap into that terrific endowment we have here in the state of Wisconsin.
You've said there's a possible connection between what you're talking about and Foxconn. What is that?
Well, you look at some of those minerals that they put into those flat screen TVs and other devices that they make. Some of those minerals are right there in northern Wisconsin. I mean, I just think about the story this week in regards to the, 90,000 zinc panels that are being put on
the new arena.
On the new arena. Those could have come right from northern Wisconsin.
What's the impact on the environment? Because when we think of northern Wisconsin, we think of tourism, we think of pristine waters, the beauty of the Northwoods. What's the impact on the environment here?
You have to balance that. And that's, in this bill, we make sure that we leave those good, rigorous processes that we have in place. I mean, it says right in the bill that this does not change any numeric environmental standards. That's really important to me, to be able to have safe, responsible mining. And so we make sure that this is a good, tough, rigorous process. It'll take a minimum of 3 years for a company to be able to get a permit in going through the process we have laid out in our bill.
And have you been approached by companies specifically? Have they said, we would like to mine in Wisconsin, we would mine in Wisconsin if the law were different?
Certainly heard from some of the exploratory companies. They said if the mining moratorium law went away, they said that just is a deal killer for us. We can't navigate that. It's a moratorium, as it was stated 20 years ago and it passed. They're saying, we'll come into Wisconsin and explore once again if that goes away.
And how many jobs are we talking about that you could envision this creating should mining be allowed to move forward?
Good example is right up in the Upper Peninsula near Ishpeming. The Eagle Mine started just a couple years ago. They have almost 500 employees. They expect that to have a $2 billion impact on their economy up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
So you're saying Michigan and Minnesota, northern Minnesota, are examples that mining can be done and can be done safely?
Yeah, I mean, Minnesota has a 150-year history of mining up there, and certainly some ups and downs, like any industry, but they've had that industry for 150 years. Michigan is very similar to that. We have the same we're in that same belt underneath Lake Superior that has those metals there, and I think Wisconsin should be we should be tapping into that potential also.
So let me have you respond to what environmentalists say about this. And they have called sulfide mining the most toxic industry in America, that it can kill off rivers, streams, that it can contaminate drinking water. Why should that industry be the future of northern Wisconsin?
First of all, that can happen. Unfortunately, it's the continued hyperbole, and that's part of the reason this coming week, we are going to have a hearing up in Ladysmith on this issue. And we're going to Ladysmith because there was a successfully operated mine there 20 years ago at the Flambeau Mine. We want to show people that this can be done safely. It was done safely.
For a very short period of time, though, correct?
Short period of time, but they've gotten a clean closure on the work that they did. Judge Crabb said that they did an exemplary job of closing up that mine.
Didn't she also say, though, that they violated the Clean Water Act at one time?
She did, and the company appealed. And the appellate court said, no, they followed their permit precisely as they should. And so I believe Flambeau is a good example of how we can do this safely. And you look at northern Wisconsin, it's older, poor, and people are not coming to northern Wisconsin. I have 3 daughters, teenagers. The likelihood of them staying in northern Wisconsin, not real good at this point. This has the opportunity to provide those family-sustaining jobs. I mean, set aside the industry and the industry leaders and all the rest. This is really about employing people, the jobs that can come to northern Wisconsin. And this is a great opportunity to get good jobs, high-paying jobs, to come to northern Wisconsin.
Final question, Senator. The mining moratorium was approved back in 1997. It was approved in a bipartisan way. I think the vote was 29-3 in the Senate, 91-6 in the Assembly. That included State Representative Scott Walker.
Yep.
What's changed? It was obviously thought to be good legislation then. Why is it not good anymore?
Yeah, so times have changed, and Flambeau is the perfect example. They showed that they did a clean closure there. The technology and the know-how that we have now is so much better. 50 years ago, even 20 years ago, we can do this in a safe manner.
Senator Tom Tiffany, the Republican from northern Wisconsin, it's good to have you on the program today. Thanks very much.
Next on Up Front, the coming race for Attorney General and the candidate hoping to follow in his mother's footsteps.